All right, let's get into it. Today, we are tackling a real giant. Netflix's massive new series, The Dinosaurs. This thing is a 4-part epic that takes us back millions of years, and we're gonna figure out if it actually lives up to all that crazy hype.
And let's just cut right to the chase because the show doesn't mess around. It basically asks one huge question right from the start. Did Netflix just drop the single greatest dinosaur documentary ever made? That's the bar we're judging against today. It's a high one.
And you can see why the expectations were through the roof. Just look at this lineup. You've got Steven Spielberg as the executive producer. The voice of God himself, Morgan Freeman, is narrating, and Amblin Entertainment is behind the whole production. This was never just going to be a simple documentary. It was billed as a full-on cinematic event.
And that brings us right to our first section here, a cinematic promise. The goal was crystal clear from the get-go. They didn't just want to teach you about dinosaurs. They wanted to plunge you into their world, to make you feel their story.
So did they pull it off? Well, let's look at the visual evidence. Because if there's one thing everyone agrees on, it's that this series is an absolute masterpiece when it comes to what you see on screen. It doesn't feel like you're watching history. It feels like you're inside it. And that feeling of immersion, that is everything.
So how did they do it? It's really this incredible 1-2 punch of sight and sound. On the visual side, we're talking some of the best CGI I've ever seen, period, especially for a documentary. The detail is just insane. The skin textures, the way these huge creatures actually move, it all feels so real. And then you've got the sound. Morgan Freeman's voice just commands your attention, but it's also got so much emotion. Back that up with a sweeping, epic musical score, and wow, every single scene just hits you that much harder.
But hey, amazing visuals are one thing. You still need a great story to back it up. So let's get into the 4-part story which takes us on this incredible journey from their rise to their eventual tragic fall.
And the way they structured it is just so smart. The series has this really clear arc. The first episode, Rise, does a fantastic job of just pulling you into this world. Then comes Dominance, and that's the peak. It's just pure, breathtaking action. After that, things shift. Survival gets way more emotional, almost philosophical, and it all builds to that final episode, Extinction, which is just as powerful and heartbreaking as you'd expect.
Now, was it absolutely perfect? Well, not quite. Episode 1, for example, can feel a little slow at times while it's setting everything up, and Episode 3 kinda has this little dip in the middle. But honestly, these are pretty minor complaints when you look at the whole picture.
Okay, time to bring it all home. We've seen the incredible visuals, we've walked through the epic story, now it's time for the judge's final verdict. Let's weigh all the evidence and hand out a score. So when you put it all on the scales, it's not even close. The good stuff just completely outweighs the bad. On one side, you've got that mind-blowing CGI, incredible storytelling, and a story that actually makes you feel something. And on the other side, a few minor hiccups, like some slow spots, and a story that definitely leans more into drama than deep, hard science.
And that really brings us to the final judgment here. This series is just a spectacular experience. It takes a topic we all know and somehow makes it feel brand new again. It perfectly blends the science with the cinema, the facts with the feeling, and what you get is just entertainment at its absolute best.
Which is why the final score has to be this high. It's a 9 out of 10. Seriously, it's a near masterpiece, and it has totally redefined what a dinosaur documentary can be.
So our verdict is in, but I really want to know what you think. If you've seen it, what's your score? Let us know. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next Explainer.